To develop a great team, a really creative team, there needs to be psychological safety. People need to be able to say what they want to say.
When we're building teams, first of all, you're looking for great talent. So people who can come in who are great problem solvers. But having that on its own probably isn't enough. What we would do is build a great environment for people to work in.
It may be much easier to improve the collective intelligence of a team than to improve the intelligence of an individual. What matters about the team is not so much who they are as what's happening between them. And the way I tend to think about this is I think that this is about mortar more than bricks. It may be the mortar that actually makes teams resilient, productive, and effective.
The way in which you encourage a team, I think, to be creative and innovative is not to rely on necessarily flashes of inspiration or eureka moments. That's not really the way it works.
Creativity comes from insights, and insights come from understanding. So I think it's really important to get out there as much as possible and see as many users as you can using the product.
What's important is the team spends time with the customers, spends time with the users, spends time with each other and other stakeholders in the business, and really understands deeply the problem you're trying to solve, how your product is performing, and what the opportunities are out there.
And once you start to really understand the problem space, then you start to be able to interact with that in a way that means you can understand what your product is.
When you give people challenges, you have to give them this freedom to be able to come up with different ideas and see those through. It's only through experimentation and making the odd mistake that actually people become much better at what they do.
There needs to be the right container so people know what they're contributing to. And there needs to be an atmosphere where people can be insightful and work really well together.
It's how willing are people to share their knowledge and information and help each other. It means that information finds the problem it's destined to solve. That's the power of helpfulness.
I think what's really important for teams is that they feel as though they own the problem that they're working on. So what we look to do is give teams real responsibility, give them clear goals, and the best advice is to let them get on with it. I think when you do that, you find that teams often can do things that they couldn't imagine that they could do before.